Hi YouTube, welcome back. Or I should say welcome me back, because it's been almost 2 years since I recorded for YouTube. Crazy. Where have I been? I don't know. Child, we got a lot to talk about, but we're gonna do a catch up in the next video because we have some things to debrief. One being I did 100 hours, no phone, no social media, and we need to talk about it because honestly, why was that the best thing I've ever done in my life? Sounds very dramatic, being like, oh, like this thing changed me, whatever. Obviously, it did not change me overnight because there's no way, and if it did, I would be doing it every day. Before starting the detox, I was very much like wanting to fit into society norms. You know, like you have to be skinny, you have to look like this, your hair has to be like this, you gotta do your makeup clean girl style. I was letting all of that just like get into my head. It was really affecting my mood on a day-to-day basis. I didn't feel pretty enough. I didn't feel skinny enough. I felt unwanted. I felt gross. All of the above. That's what I felt. And honestly, I really shouldn't have felt like that, but it's really hard whenever you're doom scrolling on, you know, social media every single day, and you're seeing all of this and it's just like seeping into your brain. I would wake up very, very sluggish every day, not wanting, you know, to get ready for the day, not wanting to do my hair, my makeup, etc. And honestly, I was just really tired of feeling like that. I downloaded an app that limited my screen time, locked my apps, and I did that for 2 weeks. My screen time went from 7 to 8 hours to like 3 to 4 hours. I really liked being on my phone less. So that's when I jumped into it. I was like, okay, we're gonna take this for real. Use the app to block everything on my phone for 100 hours. I have it all written down in my journal. Look how cute my journal is, guys. This is like my pride and joy. I got this on Amazon. So let's talk about this 100-hour detox debrief. The first thing we're going to talk about is I had no negative thoughts to fit into society norms. I feel like whenever you're doom scrolling, you're seeing so many pretty people, if that makes sense. Like you're seeing people that, you know, have this type of nose, this type of body, these types of lips, that type of hair, and it's just like you're constantly thinking, oh, I want to look like that. Why can't I look like that? What can I do to look like that? Honestly, that's really bad. Or at least for me it was, because it was slowly destroying my self-confidence that I had worked so hard to build. And it was like, what's the point of me building all of that confidence if I'm going to destroy it, if I'm allowing social media to destroy it? I was like just living my best life, and actually it got me outside a lot more. I was moving a lot more, just being off of social media, because you have so much free time and it's like, what else are you going to do? For me, I passed my time a lot through hobbies, through reading, through gardening, through journaling. And once I had done all of those things, it's like, okay, now what? The only thing left to do was get outside and move. I feel like there's a lot of beauty standards in today's society. You know, you have to look a certain way in order for somebody to approve you, I guess. And honestly, I hate it. I hate it. I feel like everybody is just so beautiful in their own way. And it made me realize, like, who cares what you look like? Genuinely, who cares? Because the person for you is going to like you for how you are. I feel like if we, you know, are the black sheep in the crowd, we're looked at as weird and odd. When in reality, it's just you're being yourself. And I feel like showing people who you truly are is beautiful. It's so beautiful because there's nobody like you. You know, not everybody is the same. So not fitting into society, chef's kiss. Another thing that this detox has really showed me is that I appreciate so many little things. Like, I've appreciated the sound of birds, which is so weird because I'm terrified of birds. But whenever I wake up or like I'm walking in the evening and I hear the birds chirp, I was out on a walk and usually I wear my headphones whenever I'm walking, but I was like, you know what? Let me just hear what's going on in the world. Took them off. All I heard was birds. I feel like I also appreciated the life that I was gifted. I feel like we all take our lives a little bit for granted because we see what other people have and we get envious because we don't have the things that they have. But I feel like during this challenge, it made me appreciate, wow, like I really have a roof over my head. I have food every day. I have water every day. You know, we live in a world that is so scary. And the fact that I get to wake up every day and experience a new day, it's really eye-opening once you just like take everything in. I feel like I appreciated my relationship with God more. I wasn't super religious, but I feel like as I'm getting older, I'm not leaning towards, you know, the bars and the clubs. Fun fact, I've never been to either of them, and I'm almost 22. But honestly, I'm not even mad about it. I feel like I lean more towards my relationship towards God, because I know that once things happen, they're meant to happen that way. And I feel like once I took this 100-hour detox, I feel like he was trying to make me see that, because I was so unappreciative of everything, just because I've been through a lot this past year. I went through a 6-year breakup, but I feel like during that breakup I really lost myself. But at the same time, I also turned to God more because I knew I was losing myself. And I feel like this 100-hour detox really made me realize, like, oh my gosh, this life that I'm living is so beautiful, and you should just take every day in as a blessing. I really like being in this state of mind. I think it's a good place for me to be in after, you know, dealing with so much this past year. I started content creating in August of 2024, so it's been about 2 years. And at first, whenever I started content creating, I was really excited. You know, once you start something new, you know, you're on a high for a couple months, maybe a couple weeks, whatever. I did a lot of brainstorming whenever it came to my content. I was always whipping up ideas. I would do really cool edits because I loved the way that the final product would come out, and I was proud of posting that piece of material on the internet. But then over time, once school, you know, was going more and more, things started happening. I just fell out of love with content, or I put it on the back burner. And I feel like during this detox, I actually had time to sit there and edit my videos the way that I used to. And let me tell you, I had so much fun just experimenting with things, you know, that I wanted to do and how I wanted my video to present itself. The sound effects, the text edits, like everything was just like, it was just so eye-opening. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I stopped doing this. But it was fun. I remember for day 5, I had posted a little like recreation of Laura Jean cleaning her room from To All the Boys I've Loved Before. That, I felt like a genius. I truly felt like a genius for doing that. I love that movie so much. I feel like while you're single, rom-coms just hit different. And I feel like To All the Boys I've Loved Before is such a great rom-com. Pretty Woman, though, was up there. Pretty Woman is my favorite. But that scene, I don't know, that scene is just a work of art. And I knew once I had to clean my room, I was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna cook on this one, I'm gonna eat. I started brainstorming on content ideas that I wanted to do for both TikTok and YouTube. Are we jumping back on YouTube? I don't know. I was gonna post this 100-hour debrief on TikTok, but I feel like there's just so much to talk about. And I've been wanting to get back into YouTube again, so killing 2 birds with 1 stone. I am somebody who cannot live without music. I have to have music playing with everything that I'm doing. Getting ready, driving, especially driving, I have to have music. I cannot sit in silence. I can't. Like, I have to have it with everything. Even if I'm cleaning, even if I'm doing nothing, I will either have music playing or I will be singing. You will catch me hitting those high notes. Music is something that brings so many people together, and I feel like that's why I love it so much. Some people are lyric geniuses. That's why I love Ariana Grande's music. Her lyrics are just, oh, I can't get enough. I have been loving more of like an indie vibe. I've been falling into that indie category. But I feel like with this 100-hour detox, I discovered so much music. Not only did I discover new music, but I also discovered lost music in time. Music that I would listen to in like 2016, 2017, etc., that I just stopped listening to. Daniel Caesar, Brand Fayez, SZA. Oh my gosh, I can't. I've been on like my SZA Zoom recently. I just listened to Prom yesterday. It was just like, oh my gosh. So yeah, I feel like my relationship with music just grew a lot more. And at low-key, I was like, should I learn how to play the guitar? No. I feel like I would butcher that thing. Growing up, I used to hate reading. You would never see me picking up a book. Once I moved away from my small town, went to college in a big city, and I had no friends, nothing to do. It was like, maybe I should pick up a book. Over time, I did fall in love with reading. I really liked it. I noticed that I like more of a romance genre. But then once college started getting a little bit more stressful, I kind of put it on the back burner. Same with content creating. But I had all of this free time during this detox. I was like, I'm gonna pick up a book. I read and finished People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. Such a good book, bro. And then I watched the movie after my detox was over. I was expecting so much more from the movie, low-key. I just feel like everything was just not how it was in the book. I was very disappointed in it. It's like the same thing with The Ends With Us. I didn't like the movie personally. I really loved the book. I finished it in like 2 days. This one I finished in like 3 days. And let me tell y'all, I have never journaled so much in my life. I actually have 2 journals. The one that I showed you. This one is more like free prompt. I can write, you know, whatever I'm feeling, whatever I want, anything really. Like this, there's so many lost files in here, it's not even funny. But I also have another one. This one is also from Amazon, and it's more of a prompted journal, and it has different little topics that we talk about: intention, healing, gratitude, presence, purpose, and growth. And I feel like because I really was going through such a tough time after my breakup, this was like a getaway. I loved it. Like if I just flip to a random prompt, we're gonna read the one on the left. When do you feel the most comfortable? What would you like to make more time for? What are your go-to coping strategies when you feel pain? You see, like it just asks such good questions. And I feel like this one, I just get into my feels a little bit more, or I just get a lot more off of my chest. So yeah, I journaled a lot during this entire detox. I think I journaled every day, to be honest with you. Most of the time, whenever I do journal, I go like 1 page, maybe half a page, and then call it good. This one I went on 2 pages. Yeah, I had a lot to talk about, a lot to debrief with myself, a lot to overcome. I feel like this detox really forced me to think about the things that I was suppressing in my mind, and it just felt like weight lifted off of my shoulders. But overall, I think that this detox really made me appreciate so much more. I feel like I got a lot off of my chest just by writing in my journals, or just like talking to other people. I got outside every single day, but I just feel like I was connecting with myself more. I really lost myself in 2025, and I feel like I wasn't really confronting those feelings, and this detox really forced me to do that. Honestly, I want to do this detox every month. I recommend it. Honestly, I really do. I don't feel the need to just be on my phone all the time. I don't wake up and reach for my phone anymore. I'm not doom scrolling every night. I'm sleeping a lot more. It's really beneficial, especially to my mental health. I use the app Opal to limit my screen time. Not sponsored, just trying to find y'all a free app, because whenever I was looking for limited screen time apps, a lot of them you have to pay. Opal you can pay, but you can also do it for free. I'm doing it for free. Yeah, those are my thoughts on my 100-hour detox. It's great to be back on YouTube. Hopefully this isn't just like a one-time thing, because I really do want to jump back into my content. I don't know, like I missed it here. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what else you want to see. I do have some things in mind that I want to do. And yeah, I hope you do a 100-hour detox, because it really does clear your mind. I'll see you for the next video, hopefully, if I'm back. Bye!